Hi guys, how are you? Sorry, I was running it a little late, but that's a lot of information to download, okay? It was a lot. So, okay, to make a long story short, this is what's going on. Portia just did a live, which I'm going to play parts of the live. And she was pissed, people. She was pissed. She's pissed at Kenya Moore. She's pissed at Kenya Moore because she said that Kenya Moore has been going around talking to other outlets, lying about a situation that took place. This is the situation that took place. She said that Kenya saying that Portia got a scene deleted that she didn't want out there, but she made it seem like she didn't want the scene that she got the scene deleted because the scene is going to make Porsha look bad because she is coming out against Candy. Okay. Now, so this is what's going on. So Porsha came out to defend herself, and what she said is that is not what happened. She said there was a scene that was cut from the show that had to do with a conversation, not an argument between Candy and her. And it wasn't her decision to get the scene cut out. It was Bravo's scene. She didn't want the scene in there because she said that the scene is going to make it look like she didn't want the scene to affect her movement with Black Lives Matter, and that she didn't want it to look like a bunch of Black women that can't get along. Because in the scene, Kenya's going to come up in the scene and accuse Porsha and her intentions towards the Black Lives Matters movement. In other words, you're just doing this for show. You didn't even know what the Underground Railroad was a couple years ago. Okay. And so Porsha goes on to say how it all got started is Nene. And so this is where people are going off on Nene, saying Nene's causing trouble when she's not there. Nene sent the private text message between her and Nene to another blogger. The blogger went on air and, according to Porsha, misinterpreted the text messages. So she feels like she had no choice but to come out and defend herself. That's what she's saying in a nutshell. But it took a long time because she was mad, and she actually read the texts. She ended up putting in the text messages in her story. She says that she has nothing against Candy. She showed these text messages to Candy and they're fine. She cleared it up, but Candy went on speak on it anyway and kind of alluded to the fact that Porsha threw her under the bus. Okay, so this is a lot going on. So I got the tape. Let's listen to it. It's about 15 minutes, guys, but I want to play it in its entirety just in case anybody missed it, and then we can come back and talk about it, and perhaps Gabor and John will go off on Perry, who's going to defend Porsha, and Gabor and John are going
Can I just say, before you play that 15 minutes, everyone thought that Porsha was going to quit. I'm like, she ain't quitting.
I mean, that's her money pie.
There before you start that 15 minutes.
Exactly.
What did you say, Gabor?
Exactly. This is where most of her money comes from. She's not going to quit this job.
Well,
and do what?
Yeah, I see your point. Kenya wouldn't quit neither.
Sorry, guys. All right, so let's play this long thing. You can see Porsha is extremely passionate. Should I use that word?
Yes.
Very, very passionate about the situation. Wants to make it very clear she has nothing against Candy. I mean, Gabor just described it a different way. He said Porsha is not passionate; she's desperate. This is going to be a mess, guys.
No.
This is going to be a mess. So let me turn this up. It's long, it's lengthy, but some of you may have missed it, and so we want to get Porsha's words exactly, because I'm sure Nene's going to come out and respond, and so is Candy and Kenya. So let's hear what Porsha has to say, and I just have a strong feeling Kenya's going to come out on her own because she looks at the whole thing in a different way. So let me turn this up. You guys tell me if you can hear it, and let's play it. Here we go. And this is the edited version. It was long.
That I felt I should have commented on, but I was like, I'm not going to comment on it. I'm not going to say anything, okay? In particular, I'm talking about an article that I saw this morning that really, really It really upset me. It really did, and it was disheartening to read. There's an article that was done on all of the Bravo celebrities and kind of, opening that bell on Bravo. And they spoke with some of the cast members and they spoke with some of the Bravo execs. And they, basically were talking about, things that you all don't know yet, right? So one of the conversations that was had into it, y'all know I talk a lot, so I'm gonna just get to it. Y'all know I like to talk, okay? And I need you to really understand what I'm saying. So this isn't a reedy conversation today. This isn't a rushed conversation, but I will get to the point. So anyway, in the article, Candy and Kenya, I believe Kenya was the person who brought up in the article my involvement with Black Lives Matter. Okay. The article is vulture.com. Anyway, in the article, I'm sure you guys have seen online where Kenya, has just, she's been questioning everything. She's been, okay, her opinion, okay, all her opinion. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You're not gonna be able to please everyone. Everybody doesn't know your heart. I've never had a sit down conversation with her about what they are.
Wait, where'd my sound go? Oh, shit. Where'd my sound go?
Sherelle? Where did the sound go?
The sound's gone.
Porsha,
You're on mute.
Sherelle, you're on mute.
John, can you go on mute?
I'm on mute.
Okay, let's try it again.
Sherelle, you can't mute it because we can't hear
Sherelle,
anything from Porsha.
you can't mute because it's coming through your mic. You can't mute yours.
Let's try it again.
But don't mute yours.
That is what protects officers. When they go kill us in the street, when they harm us, when they assault us, when they abuse us, as they continue to hunt us down, these families of these victims don't have their day in court because of qualified immunity. That's an actual law out there that protects these officers. So you wonder why these families have to be crying on CNN and MSNBC and trying to do reports and on all of this. Because guess what? If I went out and harmed someone, I would be arrested immediately. I wouldn't have the option to resign. I'd be arrested immediately. And I would be charged. I would be indicted. The family will be able to sit in court and be able to get justice for their lost one. But because of qualified immunity, these officers are protected. They're actually in a bubble. So when you talk about protest, it's great for us to lift our voices and let them know that we're woke. But when it comes to policy and getting something changed law-wise that is written, we're talking about qualified immunity. And we need to get that taken out. We talk about the system. We want to imagine, we want to imagine a system that is defunded, etc. This is one of the pieces to the puzzle. New York has already ended qualified immunity. New Mexico has already ended qualified immunity. There's a couple other states that have ended it already. This can happen, guys. We can do this. You remember how helpless we felt during the pandemic, watching our dear brother George Floyd, God rest his soul, being killed? You know how helpless you felt when you saw Jacob being shot in the back? Or when you heard about Breonna Taylor and we had to be arrested time and time again? We had to march in the street. You didn't feel like anything was being done. You wanted to be active. You wanted to say, I don't want to be helpless. This is the time to get active. And I'm telling you, a big piece of the puzzle is qualified immunity. It has to end so that these cops can be arrested and indicted. It will force the DA to do their job. You talk about who can we get to be the DA? Well, what can they do if the officer is protected by qualified immunity? So what that means, New York, when they did have qualified immunity, the officer You forget it. Forget it. The family can hire an.
I don't know what happened.
I'm thinking that part of it, you went on mute, but you
Yes.
can't mute yours because that's
No,
what it sounds like.
No, the video
Oh.
shot itself forward.
Oh,
Let me
I
try
got you.
it
I got
again.
you.
So
Let's go back. Now, like I was saying, she's very passionate about it. This is long. What kind of mess is this? Sorry, guys.
Okay. In particular, I'm talking about an article that I saw this morning that really, really, it really upset me. It really did, and it was disheartening to read. There's an article there's an article that was done on all of the Bravo celebrities and kind of opening that bell on Bravo, and they spoke with some of the cast members and they spoke with some of the Bravo execs, and they basically were talking about things that you all don't know yet, right? So one of the conversations that was had into it, y'all know I talk a lot, talking about just get to it. Y'all know I like to talk, okay? And I need you to really understand what I'm saying. So this isn't a reedy conversation today. This isn't a rushed conversation, but I will get to the point. So anyway, in the article, Candy and Kenya, I believe Kenya was the person who brought up in the article my involvement with Black Lives Matter. Okay. The article is vulture.com. Anyway, in the article, I'm sure you guys have seen online where Kenya, she's been questioning my activism. She's been having some things to say. Her opinion, okay? All her opinion. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to please everyone. Everybody doesn't know your heart. I've never had a sit-down conversation with her about why my efforts are what they are in concerning criminal justice and Black Lives Matter. So however she feels, it's cool with me. Honestly, it really is cool with me. The reason I'm bringing this up is because there are some things that are in this article that are said to be facts, and they are not facts. These same things have been repeated on Speak On It on Candy's show. These same things have been repeated by Kenya on various outlets where they say there is a scene that was deleted, edited out, or not aired on Bravo because I asked for it to be taken out, right? Now, we know that a lot of housewives, they have power over the years and they may be able to go and ask the heads to take something out, right? It is what it is. I've worked very hard to get to where I am in life. I've worked very hard on this show. And if I've gotten to a place where I can call the execs up and get something taken out, so be it, right? However, in this particular situation, the way that Kenya is putting it out there that I asked the Bravo execs to not play a scene of Candy and I having an argument, having a fight, me dogging Candy about her efforts is concerning Black Lives Matter is simply not true. What happened was, we're going to take it from the beginning. Nene, who was on our show, is, at that last season, Nene was on the show. Y'all know who the cast is. Anyway, Nene was doing an article and she sent some private text messages to a particular blogger, and the blogger put out the text messages and they were received out of context. The text messages, the way the blogger put it out there was that that Candy went behind the cast back and went to Bravo to try to get some programming done without telling us which blindsided us and which should make Candy look bad. So Candy got upset with that, and Candy decided to confront me about it on Housewives. So the whole season has happened. The beginning of the season happened, and I had not seen any of the cast. This was my first scene with the cast, which was Todd's birthday. I walked into Todd's birthday, and I was told Candy wanted to question me about something. And I said, okay, that's fine. I haven't done anything. Happy to answer her questions. As soon as I walked into the party, Candy wanted to ask me about these texts. There's some texts out there that, you're talking about what I was trying to get done for Black Lives Matter, etc. We were having a decent conversation. It was nothing to be upset about. And I thought, okay, this is fine because I have the text messages to prove that I never dogged you out. I've been fully supportive of you, Candy, and Black Lives Matter. And whatever you're doing for our people, I love it. I'm right here for you. So anyway, the scene continues. Kenya comes over. It turns into an argument. So at that moment, I decide, you know what? This isn't a good look. We as Black women should not be arguing on this show about Black Lives Matter. That is not what we need to do. I know we have done things in the past that other Black women have said, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. But to me, I register that as real life. If you have real life drama with a woman, you have real life drama. However, when it came to Black Lives Matter, I have a certain responsibility. All of us Black women on this show who are wanting to use our platform for these families who don't have the voice that we have. I have the opportunity. I'm not pressured to talk about Black Lives Matter on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I feel the responsibility, and it's an opportunity for me to speak for these families. It is something that is very connected to my spirit, and it is the way I show love to my people to speak up for them. So I am blessed to have this platform to speak about it. And so is Candy and anyone else who wants to do so. So I did not want us to be on Real Housewives, even if it was just a misunderstanding, because clearly I have the text. Even if it could have been cleared up, I just didn't like the way it was going to come off. Because I don't have power over editing. Nobody does. So at the end of the day, if they decide to chop it up, or maybe it just didn't show right, and I didn't want the narrative to be out there that Black women on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, instead of being responsible, doing something for the community and being effective, instead we're on there arguing about what Candy did or what Porsha didn't do or what Nene didn't do. Okay? So I went to Bravo. They decided, after I explained everything to them, that they agreed, you know what? I don't think that would be a good look. That is not the purpose we want in showing the Black experience and what you guys are going through with Black Lives Matter. So they decided that they did not want to air that, period. And it was done. After that scene, I text Candy. And I said, I asked her, we had a conversation on the phone, and then her reaching out to me was so we could clear it up, right? Because what I didn't want was another person of such influence like Candy, right, to think that I would dare not respect what she's doing for Black people, that I was trying to hinder it, that I'm jealous of it, that I wanted to be bigger than it. I wanted her to understand that we're sisters in this. We're more powerful together, Candy. And that is why we had a conversation through text. In this conversation, she showed me what happened with Nene, the blogger, etc. She explained to me why she was upset, which I respected, and I was like, okay, I get it. I get why you're upset. I said, but this is the perfect opportunity for me to explain to you what actually happened, because I don't want you to think that anything messy was going on with your name at all. So this is me clearing it up with Candy. So she went on to tell me what the texts were, that she was upset. It pissed her off. She said she was pissed off, honestly, because she didn't think that her reaching out to the network without telling us was, going to upset us. And I was there to let her know that it wasn't about you upsetting us. It was about the fact that we just simply wanted to do it as a collective. Because at that moment, we had not talked to anyone from the network whatsoever, and the world is going haywire, and we wanted our company to represent Black folks, period. That's what it was. So I explained to her what the text was. I repeated that, listen, I understand that you already sent in a request. I don't want to go behind you, because if I go behind you or any of us girls go and ask the same thing, now you got confusion. And anytime you're in a movement, everybody has to be speaking the same thing. And so when she told me that she had already reached out, we felt like, okay, fine, let's leave it alone. So then I told Nene, Marlo, and Tanya, I said, let's pivot. Since Candy has already talked to the executives, let's just deal with getting money. Let's have them do a donation. That's it. Let's just have them do a donation. Because we don't want to undercut, we don't want to send the same ask whatsoever. Someone said, I'm lost. What's this about? I guess you just joined. Anyway, this is about well, you can go back and look at the live later. But anyway, I sent her the text. So we're going to look at these texts. The reason why I am going through this, and this is the last time I will talk about it, the only time I will talk about it, is because now it's in an article, Food Vulture, that Bravo participated in, that Candy and all the housewives and everybody, it's a big article, right? So it carries some weight. And it's said to be credible. And I want to make sure that the credibility is upheld. So I'm speaking and defending myself, which I should have the right to do. So anyway, these are the texts that I sent her that I talked about with Candy. So I said to her, I was talking to Nene, and I said, I was talking to Nene, and I said, so because all of that, this is me saying that Candy emailed, I wish we would have known what happened. I'm going to put all of these texts into my story after this live, so don't worry. I said, so because of that, which was because Candy had already spoke to them, it is what it is, we're not upset about it because she did, let's pivot so we can still be effective. I said, so because of that, I don't think it's going to go anywhere besides asking for a donation. Nene said, right. So then I said to her, I said, now there is no way to come to Bravo as a group. Everyone might as well send their own email. I said, anything program related would have been, we would want True to produce, which is our production company, and pitch to Bravo because we are Bravo talent. So you will go through True in order to pitch any programming to the network. So then I said, so for me, really, when we talk to the executives tomorrow, I said, I really think we should focus on asking for a donation ask. I said, as for the rest of the ladies, they can express what they want in their own. So we as a group, since Candy, on her own right, she had the right to, went ahead and talked to them on her own. We as a group, the only way we're going to really be effective at this point is if we simply ask for a donation. So then I told her, I just kind of summarized what that text was with Nene. And I said to her, I'm not going to let the show make a mockery of BLM. I said, we have been doing great things and cannot let this overshadow our efforts. This is what I said to Candy. She said to me, I didn't think it was about BLM. She said, I'm definitely not trying to make a mockery. She said, but I didn't think that's what was happening. So that's an opportunity for me to explain to her, Candy, that no, this is a mockery. If we as black women are sitting on Bravo arguing about Black Lives Matter, you're absolutely making a mockery of us using our platform. And that's a bad thing. And it's a terrible look. And it's not progressive. It's counterproductive. So then I sent her another text. I sent her that text that I just read you guys. And I sent another text. Okay, after I said that, Nene said I feel the same. So then this is the part where so-called I was dogging her. Kenya keeps going on all these outlets. Now she's on Vulture saying that I want to look better. I want to be ahead of the movement. She said on Candy Speak On It that I am trying to come at Candy and all that I dogged Candy out. I was talking crap about Candy. This is what I said. Nene said, I feel the same. I said though. Damn, could have even great together. Of course, I meant could have been even great together. Nene said, very sad. After she said very sad, I said, but if any of you ladies want my individual support or on something, let me know. Nene said, okay, P.
I told you guys it was long. All right.
Yeah.
So the gist of it, let me take this down. Now we have to talk about it. People are saying that Bravo, now a lot of people have different opinions on this, that Bravo is racist and they're making these women fight. That's one opinion. Another opinion is Nene got the whole thing started. She shouldn't have sent any private text messages to a blogger. And then other people are saying that Porsha did get the scene deleted because when you went complaining, you knew what you were doing. Porsha's argument is, I could complain, but I don't have the power to get anything deleted. Let's go, boys. Who's right? Who's wrong? It's a lot. Do we all understand what's going on?
Let me just start with the first one, though. I would say this. I don't think they fight because Bravo is racist. They fight because they don't like each other. No, that's the bottom line. And to be honest with you, and Porsha is my girl, but I haven't heard both sides of the story to actually, the episode, if you can see both reactions, like the whole thing scripted out, this is her side of the story, which in parts I can believe, though. I mean, because I can look at some of it and say, well, she went there and she's saying she went there to get it, to ask for it not to be shown.
Yeah.
And then if somebody who don't like you and wants something to show you in a bad light, like Kenya, she gonna go there and want it to be shown.
Was anyone else just like blah 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 blah? Well,
no.
The first time watching this, and I just passed out. I just took another quick cat nap the second time. And you were just playing now.
Long because she was getting her point across, and she's upset because Kenya's lying on her.
Kenya's not lying. She said it.
Well, she did say it, but this is Porsha's opinion. Kenya's trying to get things started here. I did not argue with Candy, and I did not throw Candy under the bus. But I didn't get that scene deleted. I cannot go in and say delete a scene. But Bravo.
Wait. Listen. Did you see the receipts for Porsha's text between her and Nene? Porsha was writing out novels, 18 paragraphs, and Nene was like, and then Porsha would write 10 novels out, and Nene's like, yeah, girl. It seemed like she was even boring Nene with it. I'm sorry. I don't know.
You just want to hate Nene. Just calm down, John. Calm down over there.
Listen, for the record, I like Nene and I like Porsha. And, I love Kenya. But I'm just saying, Porsha got all these receipts up with these texts between her and Nene, and it's just one-word answers from Nene. We're all human beings. We all text people. When you write a novel to somebody, you're pouring your heart out and you get, one-word response, you're like, what?
Does that mean you're guilty? I mean,
I don't know.
And I get it, the whole thing. And now, because I know Porsha don't like Kenya. But really, at the end of the day, I haven't read the article where Kenya have really said much. I think it's the hate.
I read the article.
She said it.
Right. But Nene the one turned over the conversation, right?
That's her own. That's Nene's own damn private text messages. Can't she give them to whoever she feels like?
No.
I'm saying, so why be so mad at the rest of them?
Oh,
the only thing that Kenya said in the article is a story comes out and it's all this other stuff, but not the facts of the story. The only thing Kenya said in the article was that Porsha wanted to be the only one that was the face of the movement for TV purposes. That's the only thing that she said.
Yeah.
So
that sounds about right. I mean, for real, that sounds about right coming from Kenya. No, I mean, because
that's what happened.
I mean, no. I'm getting what you said. That's all she said. I mean, she should be more mad at probably Nene But that do sound like Kenya.
Why are we bringing Nene into this? Why are we mad at Nene?
No, because Nene was included in the messages. Like that's how Porsha started it.
She did was speak her piece, yes, no, maybe, and then give the messages to a good friend of hers. How's that at fault?
What happened was what we saw play out on the show. We saw Porsha was the face of Black Lives Matter on this show. Nobody else had anything to say about the show. Andy even took it as far as calling Porsha Luther King. So Porsha wanted to be the face of Black Lives Matter on the show, and that's what eventually happened. So Kenya was right. Nobody else.
Okay, Gabor, no.
Nobody else.
So Kenya could have been right.
Gabor?
Kenya could have been right, but let's talk about her deep feelings. Kenya was jealous.
Oh, come on.
Let's keep it real. I mean, at the same time, don't want to get a prize for marching down the street when you're too lazy to get up your ass to stand up.
Oh, Perry,
That's all
Perry. We need you to calm
Let's
down.
not just get arrested when the cameras are around either.
Ooh.
Hey,
the thing is, though, this is the thing, though, because I don't want to get into a pissing argument about what's going on, because it's a serious subject, right? But the thing is, though, the footage should have been shown because each of the girls could have did what they wanted to individually. Yeah. What I might want to do for Black Lives Matter may not be the same thing that Sherelle wants to do, but as long as we're both doing something, it could mean something. So there was really no point of it.
But what about this part, Gabor? If I want Black Lives Matter to be my storyline, just like Cynthia wanted her wedding to be her storyline, is there something wrong with me for not wanting the other girls to have a storyline about Black Lives Matter? Am I being selfish?
But why is
the other girls getting married?
Portia's storyline for Black Lives Matter, though? Like, why? Right or no? Like,
again, I couldn't hear you.
Portia's the only one who had the Black Lives Matter storyline. Like,
that's basically what happened when they went to the producer. Candy was like, well, I want to get involved too. And according to Kenya,
that's not what happened. That's not what happened. But Candy did a special. Candy wanted to do a special with all of the Bravo celebrities. So she had people from Married to Medicine on the show. She had the people from Married to Medicine LA, the two doctors from LA. She had different Bravo celebrities on the show. And she also, behind the scenes, she wanted Bravo to hire interns from they graduated from HBCUs. She wanted like Black to go through a Black entertainment company, production company, and things like that. So she wanted to. Candy basically was saying that she doesn't think Bravo is racist, but when you go to work and you have all these white people around you, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're just misinformed. You know what I'm saying? So she wanted other Black people to have jobs behind the scenes. She wanted Black people to have jobs behind the scenes. And that's what she was asking for. And when she asked for that, the other ladies felt like, Porsha felt like that all of them, when Candy went, since Candy went first, everybody else didn't get to include what they wanted and what they thought that Bravo should do for them.
I know.
Or to contribute to the movement.
What did Kenya have to contribute?
Oh wow!
I mean, did she have no? I'm only asking. No. Did she have an idea or something?
Let me reword this. You're thinking Kenya complicated matters, but what part did she complicate?
I mean, for real though, seriously. I mean, I think the whole thing is this. I think all these girls seek attention. Period. Porsha, Kenya, Candy.
Not seek attention. Need a storyline. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay? Or want to be the main story. Okay. That they want to be the main story. And I think when one do something, the other one get jealous here or there. And it's just like this bickering been going on for years. And I haven't heard every story. You know what I'm saying? Like, and all of them do the same thing. But they sound like they getting mad because she went to get something edited. But let's keep it real, people. She's not the only one who done went to production to get something edited. Like, I'm sure Kenya went to get something edited that she didn't want, printed out about that damn fake ass marriage. Anything, I'm just saying, just different things. Or Candy done went there many a times and got things that she didn't want shown. But
this isn't the first time that like Housewives run in production. Like, look at Teresa when she got so pissed that they aired that she was the culprit behind the hair pulling thing with Danielle and Margaret. And then look at Denise Richards on Beverly Hills. Like, bravo, bravo, bravo. I mean, like, some of the housewives think that they can get away with it. Like, and
so you're saying that Portia's not the only one that didn't want a scene aired.
Right.
They all do it.
They all do it.
And
why
that,
the
go ahead,
Go ahead.
Gabor.
but why lie? You get what I'm saying?
But they were caught in lies.
Exactly.
Like Teresa was caught in the lie with Danielle. Right, Gabor? Teresa was caught in the lie with Danielle. Denise Richards was caught in all sorts of lies. Like, with everything going on.
You feel that Porsha lied about it? She should have said, "Yeah, try to get the scene deleted."
She did say that, and that thing.
She said it.
She said, I told Bravo what happens, but I don't have the power to get it deleted myself.
And 2 minutes later, she said that. And
So
2 minutes later,
Hold on.
2
Go
minutes
ahead,
later, after she said what Sherelle said, 2 minutes later, she said that she worked hard enough, and if they wanted to delete a scene for her, then fine.
Right.
That's what she said.
Okay.
She
But
said it
basically
2
what she's
minutes later.
saying is that she can go to him and suggest things just like the rest of the cast can. And trust me, Kenya had probably done it many a times, and not just to pick her out, Candy too. Because when you get big enough, you have this power, right? Now they may not always do it. She's saying basically, I went there, but at the end of the day, it's production fault. I mean, it's on production.
Is it perfect to say, Harry? Is she playing on words? Did she get the scene deleted? She wanted
got it.
Yes, she did. I mean, okay, basically, she went there and they did it. Now, if she would have never went there and they would have did it on their own, then she was like, "Hey, I didn't go to him." She went to him, but at least she said that. It's not I mean, all of them go there for some reason.
That's the scene deleted. It's not.
I'm waiting for my cannabis light in the background. Someone said John has a cannabis light in the background. I'm like, wait.
She got the scene
Where it
deleted.
at? I don't know where it is.
Go ahead, Gabor.
She got the scene deleted. The point of contention was whether she got the scene deleted because she didn't want to look bad because Black Lives Matter was her storyline, or was it that she didn't want to look bad because Black Lives Matter was her storyline and only her storyline, or was it because she was really upset at how it was going to make her look?
See, to me, it sounded like it was a scene that her and Candy was arguing about something that she got deleted. That's why Kenya came in and wanted it to be shown. That was my opinion. It was like something happened like that, like an argument, but she didn't want that to be shown on air.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Gabor?
And that's what Gabor said too.
She said that she didn't want them to be arguing on camera as Black women about Black Lives Matter is what's her words exactly. She didn't want to embarrass the movement. That's what I'm saying. It was she got the scene deleted, period. Those are facts. She said it. But she's saying that she got the scene deleted because she didn't want to be arguing about Black Lives Matter with other Black women on the show. And it wasn't because she wanted to make it as her storyline. So that's what she's upset about.
Okay. It sounded like to me that it was an argument in a scene that she got cut out. If she would have did what she did for Black Lives Matters, right? And then Candy would have did her thing. What would they been on TV arguing about? It wouldn't have been an argument. It sounded like that she got a scene cut out with them arguing about something. I don't know what that was. That's what it sounded like to me. I could be wrong.
This is what I'm thinking about the whole thing. Portia's my girl. I really like her. She's playing on words here. She wanted this scene deleted for whatever reasons. It could have been a good reason. I agree with John. She's not the only one that will go and complain.
Well, Cheryl, real quick, remember last season when the closet scene with Nene, like when the whole bit, when they were fighting in the closet, that was deleted? I mean, it's not like this is like, unknown for Atlanta. Like,
So you're saying it's not a big deal, Porsha. Everybody's asked at one time in their career, admit to it. Is that what you're saying?
Certain housewives, who have been around longer probably have more pull than I'm sure if Drew asked to get a scene deleted, they'd be like, yeah, okay, bitch. That's whatever.
I mean,
Porsha just doesn't like Kenya, okay? Candy said more in the article than anything. Kenya said probably one or two things about it.
Yeah.
Candy said, let me read you what Candy said.
Oh boy.
Let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Y'all can talk about something.
Is Candy being two-faced? People are starting to say that Candy is a shooter behind the scenes, behind your back. She could have clearly came out and straightened this out and on her show speak on it, and it wouldn't have been. What is that? Your cat?
Yeah, just right across the screen. Go ahead. Sorry.
Is Candy being two-faced? Is Candy sneaky?
All of them got flaws, and that's
Yeah.
one of her things. Candy want to be the show. That's why.
Perry.
No. I'm keeping it real. Deep inside, she was glad Nene was gone, so she can elevate up. But Kenya's there. I mean, Kenya would be next if she'll be the next target if Porsha wasn't there.
But Candy gets paid the most. You're trying to say that
I get it, and she want to keep getting paid the most. The only thing I'm saying is all of them got flaws. I like Porsha, but she got flaws too. You know.
Yeah.
And I know I always go at Kenya, but really Kenya is just like a side piece of this. I think the biggest issue should have been with Nene.
Ooh. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. People are saying Nene's at fault here. People are saying Bravo's at fault. Other people are saying that Porsha is using fancy words to admit that you got the scene deleted.
I don't understand how Candy is going to be seen as fake and messy by trying to do something for Black. I mean, I feel like that this is a serious matter, right?
Yeah,
and I feel like that she tried to go to Bravo to do something positive.
I
don't know how it's turning into Kenya and Nene because she tried to do something positive.
You know why I think it's turning into that? Because when people have their favorites, they pick a side and they ride with that person to the end. But if you take a step back, Gabor is right. At the end of the day, Candy was trying to do a positive thing. Did she inform the other women? No. But
okay, I get that, right? Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll just say this, right? I mean, but who you think got the more power, Candy or Porsha? When it comes down to the network,
Candy.
Okay. Think about what you said.
But I feel like Candy's on her way out. At least Porsha still delivers.
I know, but I just threw that out there for this reason. Candy probably, in my opinion, probably got more power. If the production didn't want to air what she had, is that really on Porsha? Is what I'm saying. Because I'm sure Porsha don't make the damn decisions on what's aired and what's not.
That's her argument.
But that's the thing, though. Bravo wanted to show the social justice in a positive light on the show. And they felt that after Porsha went to them, that it wasn't a good idea to show the women arguing over Black Lives Matter, which could have been a good thing.
But I'm talking about the good things Candy wanted to do. Couldn't they have shown that?
They didn't show any of it. She did a special, and she wanted more work done behind the scenes. Candy wanted more work done for Black Lives Matter behind the scenes with production and the people that they deal with on a day-to-day basis, not really in front of the camera.
Okay,
everybody has their own.
Do you think Porsha messed that up for Candy?
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I think it's childish to say somebody messed up. Well, like I'm saying, everybody has their own way that they're gonna do something. My way of doing something for Black Lives Matter, and yours totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to end this on this note because everybody.
Can I just say something real quick before we end it?
Yeah.
What has Candy done since season 9 when her and Phaedra were going at it and she got Phaedra fired? What has Candy delivered in like 3 seasons now? Like what has Candy brought to the show since the whole Phaedra debacle?
I agree with you, John. Candy brings nothing close to her storyline, but then I agree with Perry. For some reason, she has a lot of power on that show. They listen to her. They do.
You want Candy to be interesting again? Bring back Phaedra. Like that's the only way that'll happen.
That's not going to happen. Phaedra wants too much money, but that's what it is.
She's supposed to be doing something with Bravo soon. I think she's going to be on Watch What Happens Live or something.
No, they're doing a special. They're bringing back certain ex-housewives. It's going to be Phaedra. It's going to be Jill Zarin. It's going to be Gretchen Rossi. It's going to be Adriana Demora. And I'm missing somebody. I'm missing somebody on a special. Bravo's having all these different specials. I think they've got the kids. They've got the all-stars. I think that they're looking for a spinoff. Nobody has told me this.
Yeah, they're doing too much. Too much.
They're starting to be like 90 Day Fiance.
You ain't kidding.
Too many spinoffs here. Yeah. But I got to wrap this up. I went over longer than I was expected to go. I want everybody in their comment section to tell me where you stand on this situation because there are so many different opinions and everybody's going back and forth.
You know what we need to bring back? Tootie. Let's bring back Tootie.
No one wants to see Kim Fields. John.
I
Nobody wants to see Tootie.
I want to see Tootie in those roller skates, roll around the houses, vintage type of stuff. That's what I want to say.
No one wants to see Tootie. All right. Let me know where you stand on this because it's a big deal and it's going all over the internet. Porsha said what she had to say. I have a feeling somebody's going to come back and say what they're going to say. And I think it's going to be Kandi and Kenya. And then I will keep you updated on that too. I wanted to thank everyone for your super chats. You don't have to donate to the channel and you do. So thank you so much for doing that. I want to thank everyone for staying in the chat and listening to every word Porsha had to say. And when I tell you it was longer than that, it was longer. Oh, and then I apologize for the difficulties in the beginning. I don't know what happened. It just shot to the end. And I want to thank all my moderators for jumping on at the last minute. I really appreciate it. Wanted to thank my panel. Thanks, guys, because we all have different opinions. And I feel like we represent each category of the public. Everybody believes one of us feels how one of us feel. It's kind of crazy. All right, you guys, on 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye.